Beer here back in the fantasy bar. MLB is back, and we are excited to be back for another season here of the MLB Daily Fantasy Six Pack with six of my favorite plays for you for the Friday night slate on FanDuel and DraftKings. Got some value plays, guys I think are underpriced here. Some studs in some new homes. I really like the spot for a starting pitcher. I am loving here tonight as well. And of course, my favorite play of the night. You know him as the beast of the night. Who are we talking about? Only one way to find out. It's time to belly up to the fantasy bar. Welcome in, guys. Friday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six Pack. And as you can tell, very excited. MLB is back and excited to be back for another season here of Beers Daily Fantasy Six Pack, talking MLB every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, giving you six of my favorite plays on the slate on FanDuel and DraftKings. If you are a long time Fantasy Bar patron, welcome back. If you are a newcomer, thanks for checking us out. Check us out over at RotoGrinders.com. Brand new look for the site, brand new logo for the site as well. And we're going to be giving a little giveaway here later on for some brand new RotoGrinders swag. So stay tuned for that at the end of the video. But every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, again, we'll be joining you, giving you my favorite plays. And every Wednesday and Friday, giving you pints and picks with two of my favorite MLB prop bets in those videos. So make sure you click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the content. Hit that notification bell, let you know when these videos go live. All right, let's get into it here. Opening day was awesome yesterday. Let's get things rolling here on Friday night with Juan Soto of the Yankees. I absolutely love seeing Soto in that two spot. You got insulation behind him in Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. So this guy's going to get plenty of good pitches to see here with those guys hitting behind him. And right-handed matchup here tonight with Christian Javier was absolutely lights out against righties last season. Woba over 400, ISO at 273 against righties. And Javier was very good against righties, but struggled against lefties, giving up a Woba of 350, hard contact rate at 29%, and a ton of fly balls at over 50% to left-handed hitters. I think Soto sends one into the seats here against Christian Javier. All right, let's go to the other side of that game with a little correlation in Chas McCormick of the Astros. So McCormick slotted in at 6 hole on opening day. Should help keep some ownership down here. Not that Chas McCormick, a guy a lot of people are going to be chasing down, but they should be. This guy was money against left-handed pitching last season. Woba way up at 426. ISO up at 285 and a WRC plus sitting at 177. Now Carlos Rodon, a guy I like a lot, showed us some signs last season, but also still plenty of concerns here with this guy. Just does not look at the same level that we saw him at his peak. 363 Woba allowed, two right-handed hitters, a lot of hard contact as well, way up at 38.5%. Huge numbers here for Chas McCormick. Price is fair. Some correlation here with the Yankees and the Astros. Love the stack of that game as well. All right, let's get you some value under 4K on DraftKings. We're talking Brandon Lowe of Tampa Bay. It's a good spot here for a one-off play with low or leverage stack as well against one of the pitchers that's up there in price in Chris Bassett. A lot of people targeting the cheaper pitchers. A lot of times you can find some great leverage going against the expensive pitchers, in Tampa Bay, one of those spots I want to do that here. Lowe gives us nice power at a sub K4 price tag, 238. Last season was the ISO against right-handed pitching. We mentioned Bassett, great pitcher, no doubt, but giving it up to lefties last season. Woba over 350 and 21 balls leaving the yard off the bats of left-handed hitters here. Low too cheap at 3,800. Take advantage here tonight against Chris Bassett. All right, one of my favorite bats that got off to a hot start on opening day, Jake Berger of Miami. So 3 hits, 3 RBIs on opening day, and I like this spot even more than I like the spot here yesterday for him. Big time numbers against left-handed pitching last season. Woba 380, huge power number in the ISO department at 323, hit 11 home runs against left-handed pitching in 2023. Martin Perez, another guy that's really struggled with right-handed hitters, 282, the batting average allowed last season. Woba at near 350 and gave up a whopping 17 home runs just to right-handed hitters here. I think the hot streak continues here. Jake Berger, great spot for some power against Martin Perez. All right, let's get you my favorite starting pitcher for Friday night. We are rolling Merrill Kelly of the Diamondbacks. A great spot here for Merrill Kelly at home, and love the bats behind him against Cal Quantrill. And this Rockies offense just was awful against right-handed pitching last season. I don't see a lot of improvements on this team that makes me think that's going to change it all here heading into 2024. WRC plus, dead last in all of baseball, way down at 80. as a team against right-handed pitching. ISO, bottom 10 in the league, and the third highest strikeout rate as well at over 25% against right-handed pitching. And Kelly was great in his home ballpark last season, holding opponents to a 183 batting average against, ERA right around 2.5. And we mentioned that strikeout rate for the Colorado Rockies. Kelly averaged well over 1 strikeout per inning last season at home as well. So you add it all up, strikeout upside against a bad offense with some great bats behind him in a good matchup. Merrill Kelly, my favorite pitcher here. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play from Friday night. Before we do that, let's run our Beast of the Night contest. Again, if you've been hanging out in the fantasy bar, you know how this works. If you are a newcomer, welcome in. This is an absolutely free contest. All you need to do, click that thumbs up button and head to the comment section and guess fantasy points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter. I'm going to give you 5 bats here on the video. All you got to do, guess the number. Whoever scores the most fantasy points out of my 5 bats, matches up closest to your number, you are the winner of some free RotoGrinders swag with that brand new logo on it, just for hanging out here in the fantasy bar. All right, let's wrap it up with my favorite play for Friday night. No matter, Beast of the Night. All right, this time we mentioned we like the bats behind Merrill Kelly, and that is highlighted by my favorite play for Friday night. We're talking outfielder Corbin Carroll, tonight's Beast of the Night. A great combination here. We know the power is there, the speed is there, and I think this guy's only going to continue to get better and more dangerous as his game continues to evolve. But against righties last season, 389 the WOBA, ISO at 266, and a 146 WRC plus. And Cal Quantrill, just not a guy that should be a top end of the rotation kind of pitcher here. Struggled against lefties last season, WOBA near 370, a lot of hard contact as well at 35%. I think Carroll can have a big night on the base paths and send one into the seats. Huge upside and a lot of ways for him to get there. Corbin Carroll, easily my favorite play for Friday night and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it here for Friday night and our first MLB 6-pack of the 2024 season. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, fantasy points for my highest scoring hitter on DraftKings for your shot to win some free RotoGrinders swag for RotoGrinders.com. I am Beer saying salut, guys. So happy baseball is back, and so happy you have joined us on this journey this season. Excited to hang out with you guys, talk some baseball, and win some money in those DFS lobbies. Check us out over at RotoGrinders.com. Go win some money tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for checking out our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more DraftKings, FanDuel, and other DFS content. And you can check out our daily live show schedule on RotoGrinders.com/videos.